gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, we are getting ready for the start of the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas. Looks like start time about 2:30, 2:25, 2:30. I'm going to get through the most consecutive starts, current and all-time in NASCAR history. And what makes this relevant is Kevin Harvick. Last week we know he started his 750th start all-time consecutively. Chase Elliott, we know he had a snowboarding accident, broke his leg and his foot. He will be out an undisclosed amount of time. He's currently ninth on of the consecutive races ranking with 254. And so I wanted to go ahead and get this up before the race today. So the active drivers on this list of consecutive starts, we know Kevin Harvick 750, Martin Truex Jr. is at 614, Joey Logano 560, Brad Keselowski 474, Denny Hamlin 321, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 294, Kyle Busch 279. That is since Kyle returned from 2015 from breaking his leg in the Xfinity race. Ryan Blaney 255. Like I said, Chase Elliott currently 9th, 254, followed by Michael McDowell at 225, Eric Jones 218, Eric Almirola 200, William Byron 182, Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick both with 110 consecutive starts, Daniel Suarez 109. Now Suarez missed a race after he left JGR. He drove for the Gaunt Brothers and they missed Daytona that year, but he finished the year with Gaunt Brothers and then he ran with Trackhouse. And then Austin Dillon at 87, Kyle Larson 74. We know what Kyle Larson's deal was back in 2020. Ross Chastain 74 and Chase Briscoe 74. Now if you look at the all-time top 20, we have 3 active drivers on there. We have one driver who started consecutively every race in his career. So number 1 on the list is Jeff Gordon, 797. He had 805 career starts. He had his consecutive streak started in 1992. The final race at Atlanta, then he raced up until 2015. Then in 2016, he came back and raced 8 races when Dale Jr. got out of the car. So that's why his doesn't match up. Ricky Rudd, 788 consecutive, 906 all-time total. Kevin Harvick, 3rd all-time at 750. Will be 751 today. Now, if he starts the rest of the races this year, he will not pass Ricky Rudd for 2nd all-time. But in 8 races from now, he'll make his 800th career start, which will be 10th all-time. 10 drivers have made 800 career NASCAR Cup Series starts. Next in line is Bobby Labonte at 704 consecutive. He started 729 his whole career. Rusty Wallace 697 out of his 706. Jimmy Johnson, he started 663 consecutive. He started his career 687. Terry Labonte 655 consecutive, 898 for his career. Ryan Newman 649 consecutive, 725 for his career. The late Dale Earnhardt was actually, when he lost his life, was in the midst of a 648 consecutive race streak. And he started a career total of 676. Jeff Burton, the mayor, 628 consecutive starts, 695 total starts in NASCAR. Mark Martin, 621. He had 882 all-time. Martin Truex Jr., 614 consecutive starts out of his 623 all-time. Jimmy McMurray, almost 581 consecutive starts. He had 3 starts the year before his rookie year, and so he's at 584 career. Kenny Schrader, 579 consecutive starts. Career starts, 763. Matt Kenseth, 571 starts, 697 all-time. Clint Bowyer, 540 consecutive starts, with 541 starts. In 2005, he made 1 start. Then he made every start from 2006 to 2020, his whole career. Casey Hayden, 529 consecutive starts. He entered 529 NASCAR Cup Series races. Tony Stewart, 521 consecutive starts, 618 all-time. Richard Petty, of his 1,184 career starts, he only had 513 consecutive starts. Joey Logano, 506 total consecutive starts, 509 total. The thing about Richard was, back in the day when he was winning all his races in the 60s and 70s, there was 48 to 60 races a year. You didn't have to run all the races to win championships. You went to the big races, the ones you knew you could do well and win. David Pearson did that as well. So if you notice, a lot of the consecutive start records are more current day drivers, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, than they were before that. If you look, Ricky Rudd started in the 80s. Kevin Harvick, 2001, we know his start. Rusty started in the 80s. Terry started in the 80s. Dale started in the late 70s, early 80s. So these all started in an era where it was transitioning when it became the Winston Cup in 72. It was that transition period where you had to be in every race for your sponsors, for your team. You couldn't just pick and choose. So that is the all-time and current consecutive start records. Today's race, we, like you said, number 9 on the current list, Chase Elliott will be removed, and he'll start that over when he comes back. Confident he'll have another streak going before it's all said and done. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.